Hi, everyone. My name is Takia Hudson, and I am here today to talk to you about functional analysis procedures. There are four functions of behavior. You have escape, you have automatic reinforcement, you have attention, and you have access to tangibles. With the functional analysis procedures, our job is to determine the function of the behavior. We use these procedures to manipulate the environment to determine what the function of that particular behavior is. For instance, for the escape behavior, say that you present a client with academic work and they put their head down on the desk. The behavior of putting their head down on the desk could be a means of escaping from the academic work. In a functional analysis, what we do is we manipulate the environment by doing things such as presenting the client with demand, like academic work, to determine if that behavior um, is present, if the behavior occurs. Once the behavior occurs, we immediately remove uh, the, in this case, the demand from the client. If the target behavior stops or is extinguished, then that means, or we can conclude that the purpose or the function of that behavior was to escape from that demand, which is the academic work. Um, Another example is attention. With attention, let's just say that the child is whining until a parent attends to them. And then once the parent attends to them, they stop whining. The child is learning that, oh, well, if I whine, you know, I can get the attention of my parent. So in this case, when doing a functional analysis procedure, we would um, allow the target behavior to occur and then give the client the attention. Then we would stop. We would see once the client gets the attention if the behavior still occurs. If the behavior stops and is extinguished, then we can conclude that the function of that behavior, whining, was attention. Access to a tangible. We know that our clients love reinforcements, especially something tangible like a toy or maybe candy. So if they're wanting access to something and that behavior is occurring, we're going to give them access to it, whether it's candy, whether it's a toy. Once again, if the behavior is now extinguished after getting access to the candy or the toy, then we can safely conclude that the function of that behavior was access to that tangible. We also have the alone condition. Now, with that, it's a little tricky. What we would do is we would just put the client alone and see if any behaviors occur with the client being alone, with no type of demand, no type of reinforcement, nothing. If the behavior occurs, we could safely say that the function of this behavior is probably automatic reinforcement. Meaning, for instance, if the client is having like a self injurious behavior, they may be getting some type of immediate reinforcement from whether it's headbutting or biting themselves. Now, in those cases where there are safety concerns, there are modifications that we would need to put in place to ensure the safety of that client and others. Um, and then finally, we have the play control condition of the functional analysis procedure. That is where there's no demand being placed on the client. They have all the reinforcements they want. And this is really just establishing a baseline. And we just want to see if any behaviors are occurring at this time. But that's really just a baseline procedure that we're going to measure all of the other conditions such as alone or automatic reinforcement, tangibles, attention, and escape against. Um, Keep in mind as well that the functional analysis procedure is different from a functional behavior assessment. The FBA or functional behavior assessment is when you actually are using a direct observation without manipulating the environment to observe the function of the behavior, or you could be interviewing the client as well as any rating scales or anything like that. With the functional analysis procedure, that's when we're going in and we're manipulating the environment to determine the actual function of the behavior. Thank you for your time and have a great day.